motivation. I keep going, and one thing I got to get better. That's all I took out of that is I'm not where I want to be.
That was Isaiah Thomas talking about being snubbed as a starter on the Eastern Conference All-Star team. So, Tim, with that, build me the best starting five from the East Reserves.
Well, he deserves to be on it. He's had
Sure.
an outstanding year this year. So, got to put him on the list. He's had so many big games. Boston's obviously a high seed in the Eastern Conference. John Wall, I believe, is the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. All together. Forget Kyrie Irving. John Wall does more with less. He makes other guys better. Kevin Love's averaging over 20 points a game. We haven't seen this since he was back in Minnesota. He deserves that nod. Paul George has Indiana playing well as of late. And then I want to see Joel Embiid. Okay? But Paul Millsap actually deserves the nod. Atlanta's played
You want all of the social media aspect that goes with Embiid, too.
Yeah, but this is what the All-Star game should be about. It should be about the fans. Not about Paul Millsap. You know what Paul Millsap is? Boring! But he's good at basketball. He does make teams better. And that's why Atlanta's one of the top 5 or 6 teams in the Eastern Conference. He deserves that nod just on his playing ability. But what is the All-Star game about? You're a common basketball fan. Who do you think it's more for? Is it the players being deserved?
I actually have
or
a
is it
hard
the
time
fans?
with this. I kind of go back and forth.
No, yeah.
No, I really do. Because I think it is for the fans. But then when you can't have in contracts, at that point, if you're going to have fan vote and all those things, I agree with our very own Steven Jackson. He said it earlier on the show. You can check it out on demand. I agree with him. You can't have, you get this bonus if you're an all-star because Jimmy in his basement is saying, you get to be an all-star. So I go back and forth. I don't know the solution.
I mean, who do you want to see in the All-Star game? Paul Millsap or Joel Embiid?
I want to see Joel Embiid.
I mean, so do I. But Paul Millsap...
Just because I want to see his tweets after the game.
Yeah, you want to see what he's able to do and play alongside of LeBron and to run the floor and everything. And
I think for the most part...
But that's why I want to see Zaza Pachulia out there. That's funny. But then he doesn't get the nod. So, I don't know. I think All-Star games... As I'm getting older, and maybe it's just like the crusty old man in me, I think they're dumb. I think All-Star games are dumb. The baseball game, it's
not too far off.
It's like, hey, let's play. Whoever wins the All-Star game gets home field advantage in the World Series.
Thank goodness they took that away.
Yeah, but I was actually okay with that if we choose the best players and we're trying to win. But it was like, no, every team still gets an All-Star. It's like, well, what?
I'm not okay with the All-Star game deciding who gets home field
advantage. And now hockey plays an All-Star game, and they play 3-on-3. And then let's not even talk about the NFL. Was whatever that contraption they put out there
Doyle.
for the Pro Bowl. I know. I'm just saying right now, All-Star games suck.